what is the number one reason why I'm running for Congress. So one day I was sitting at my computer and I was researching like I normally do for my writing each day. And I came across an article, and the article talked about how Raul Labrador was not going to run for Congress again, his seat in Congress again, because he was going to run for governor instead. And so I'm reading this article and I'm realizing, hey, this is my district where my wife and I live. And as I'm reading this article, I'm digesting this article. It's one of those moments where I've been searching for the words to kind of describe it, but it's one of those moments in life where God shows up and where you have an encounter with God, however you want to describe it. And all of a sudden I started to realize that God was moving me in an unexpected direction, completely unexpected. So I sat there for a while and I started thinking about it and praying about it and really reflecting on what I felt like God was ministering to my heart. I thought, wow, this is very, very unexpected. So I went downstairs. I said, well, let me go talk to my wife. And so I went downstairs. I said, Miranda, I think that the Lord may be leading me to run for Congress. Instead of saying, oh, that's a terrible idea. No, I don't want you to do that, Michael. She actually was very excited about the idea. She thought that we could do this. And so it's always been frustrating to me because in my heart, I've always been like, why doesn't someone good run? But sometimes instead of waiting for someone else to jump in and do something, sometimes, particularly, the Lord will lead us to do something. Sometimes we're the ones that have to answer the call. I believe this is such an important time because today, over the past number of decades, the liberal elite, the progressives, whatever you want to call them, have really taken control in our society. And not just the government. I'm talking about the education system, where the progressives control our system of public education from the top to the bottom. But one of the big things for me is our mainstream media, where today 90% of what you get through the television, the radio, through magazines, through essentially what we refer to as the mainstream media, about 90% of that is controlled by 6 giant media corporations, which of course in turn are owned by the elite of the world. When we're around the dinner table, what do we talk about? We talk about something we saw in the news, a sporting event that had just happened, a movie that we just watched, or the same thing at work. They set the agenda. They control what we focus on, and it's controlled by the liberal elite. And of course, for decades, the liberal elite have been used to controlling not only the Democratic Party, but also pretty much the Republican Party. We complain about establishment Republicans because the elite in the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, they're educated at the same schools. They came up through the same system. They're funded by the same donors. We've got a two-headed monster, the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, and that's why it seems like no matter which party is in power, nothing really seems to change that much in Washington, D.C.